Hey there everyone, it's Antonia again from Urban Guru Coach. Okay, so it's time to geek out a little bit and we're going to dig a little deeper in regards to resolving any ankle and foot issues. One, it's annoying. You've trained hard to reach this elite performance and you're having these common setbacks and you want to get it fixed. Okay, this is where I come in and show you, along with educate you on what's actually happening. Okay, so our movement stems from our talus and our metatarsals. It consists of 26 bones, 33 joints, and 29 muscles. We often neglect the idea of working around our ankle joints and building this stable, solid foundation because we're constantly focusing on building bigger quads, bigger shoulders, all the big, juicy, aesthetically pleasing muscles. Without a solid, grounded foundation on your ankles, you are screwed. You won't even be able to make it to the gym or make it to your performance, to your training session. Because you're in so much pain, it puts you off optimizing anything. So always create a safe, solid structure. Okay, so we're going to dig a little bit deeper into the stretching today, and I'm going to talk to you about what we're doing and why we're doing it. So I want you to get in this position. We're going to lean forward, holding your thighs, never push down on your knees, always protect your knees, keep them nice and loose, nice and smooth. We don't want to apply too much weight on it. And we're going to dig deep into the heels. So transfer all the energy into the heels and keep pushing into the ground. Beautiful. Okay, lift the toes off the ground now. Keep your spine straight. And keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Begin to squeeze your hamstrings. Squeeze your glutes. Flex the toes out. We call this dorsiflex. And now we're going to slowly roll on to the balls of our toes onto the metatarsals. And then drop the phalanges, the toes down. And now we're going to push the knees forward. Keep them heels completely grounded. Push, push, push. Get this nice flexion of the anterior and extension of the back. Good. Beautiful. So whilst we're in this position, I want to educate you on what's actually happened with your body. So we have these protein filaments called sarcomeres. And what happens when you get injured, you have too much actin or two muscle joints are crossing. And this is what happens when you contract in a muscle or when you have a tear or an inflammation in a certain area. So you have too much actin, we have two sorts of protein binds into your contraction, which is actin and myosin. So what happens is you have too much actin activated, causing the sarcomere to shorten, the muscle will shorten. So what we need to do is loosen up, and I'm not saying don't be totally immobile. We need to smartly condition the body and lengthen the sarcomere through conditioning the body in a smart conditioning way. Good. I said conditioning twice there. Oh well. Extend the legs. Good. We're going to rock up onto the toes now. And we're going to just walk around the mat on the balls of our feet. Good. So the two main bones are the cuboid and the calcaneus bones. And I find that a lot of people completely neglect loosening up these areas. So what we're doing now is just creating a little bit of mobility, a little bit of kinesiology through these important segments of the foot. Keep walking round. Good. Try to keep that posture straight. We often find a tendency to just sink in. I want you to have full control of this. And you can do this in your own time. I would highly recommend you warm your ankles up doing this. You can add some additional weight, like weights, and do it before you start your training. So important. Keep pushing up. Good. And if it's not enough, pause the video and carry on. Okay, meet me at the middle of your mat. You don't want to be watching me walk up and down on my toes, but you get the idea. I'm here to just show you some cool exercises that will make your life a bit easier and more pleasant to training. Okay, we're going to step back with the right foot. And whilst we're in this position, you see how I've got this natural shift forward. I want you to tilt your pelvic bone in. So we're bringing the tailbone in and articulating the spine. Okay, now you've got this nice natural extension, lengthening of the quadricep on the back leg. And all we're going to do is slowly drop the heel down and up. Down and up. Down. Keep going. Only apply the right amount of pressure. Don't overdo it. Remember to be true to your body, true to your practice. Good. Let's go for 5 more. 4, 3, 2. If it's too much, you don't need to go all the way down. Just apply the right amount of press. And 1. Good. We're going to step forward now on that back leg. And we're going to balance on one foot. Okay, we're going to simply just lift up onto the left toes and down. Find your balance. Up and down. Up and down. If it's too much, hold on to something. Hold on to your mantelpiece, your fireplace, whatever. The wall. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the right foot, step back with the left. Beautiful. Articulate the hips in, straight back, slightly lean forward, and let's begin to push the heel down and up. Down and up. Keep moving and up. Good. You should start to feel this slight fire up through the posterior. Your Achilles, your calves, all of these stabilizing muscles begin to ignite. 5 more. 4, 3, no need to move too fast. 2, and 1. Step forward, find your balance. If you need to use your arms, no problem. All that matters is that you're lifting and dropping, creating some elasticity in that plantar fascia muscle underneath the sole, which we'll talk about in a minute. Let's come up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Keep going. 5 more. Good. 4. Use your toes. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. So, just to tell you a little bit about my journey too. I used to play professional football, hence the chunky quads. And I broke 3 bones, my tibia, fibia, and I fractured my metatarsal. So, it took me about 2 years to recover in regards to walking properly, actually engaging every single part of my foot as I contact the ground. And what I found really helpful was swimming and biking. So if you've got a bike, take some time off your running if you are a runner, or if you're doing a lot of footwork drills. Take some time off putting too much pressure on, and get the feeling of applying a nice roll through the foot and getting this nice awareness through the movement pattern as you press the heel down into the midline of the fascia, up to the toes, and repeat. It's all about creating a wave and a stimulation, not only with your mind, but with your body. Training smart. Okay, now to talk about the muscles. We've spoken about the bones. So underneath our feet, we've got the lateral plantar fascia, and then we've got the main plantar fascia band. Most common injuries stem from the fascia, which is this elastic sheet creating flexibility movement throughout the whole body. People neglect working on the fascia, and a good way to train your fascia muscles is static stretching. I wouldn't recommend you overstretch if you're injured, but when you gradually build up your stamina and strength again and your mobility, then please incorporate holding these static stretches, moving forward, holding it a little bit longer, and then incorporating some fast twitch fiber drills. So getting some jumps in, just to train and condition the body with a little bit more impact. But that will only come according to what your body is capable of taking. Okay guys, I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Train smart, never give up, you got this.